Arsenal needed a last-minute penalty, which was controversial, for them to actually have a face to show up at the Emirates in the next round of the Champions League. It is the Arsenal fans bit brought to you by Arsenal fans globally. Nene, your darling Arsenal. They almost give us high blood pressure.
Keeps putting me under tension always. Why can't Arsenal win a game in peace? Why can't we just go and have a convincing win? Must we stress out all the time? Must we? But anyways, it was a poor performance overall. I think it was a poor. The penalty was a little bit cheap, but there was a contact, and that is the most important thing. And kudos to Madueke. He came into the game with a lot of authority and audacity, and we saw him making runs where Saka couldn't. Saka couldn't even take on a man, but Madueke came in.
Took on
men and got an advantage. And Kai putting the ball in the net. What's a way to say it's good to be back home? And he did that, scoring from a penalty. I was in a doubt though. I was scared because that was the position where the team put me today. Scared, and at the end of the day, it's still an advantage. We are facing them at the Emirates, and it's everything. We need to give in everything. It's something it's a do or die at the Emirates. So I just want the boys to think, Mikel to think, going into the Emirates, put in energy, put in effort. The midfield, damn.
Anyways, we've been talking about the midfield right from the time we played against Manchester United at the Emirates, when Manchester United really exposed us, and from then till now, we've not done anything about it. Who would you rest this blame on?
Well, I can't really say Mikel, because if you look at these players in the midfield, unlike Eze, and I won't even blame Mikel much on that Eze situation, because we saw Kai not fully fit 100% to be starting. He's just returning. Odegaard is not around, and Max Doma just returned from injury. He's young, and this is a very big game, so I'm not blaming Mikel in that Eze. But if you look at the overall midfield, these are our main men. These guys in there, these are men. Subimendi, Declan Rice, every Arsenal fan is yelling Declan Rice for Ballon d'Or and stuff like that. But I think where we blame Mikel is that at this point we have other players that can be there. Unfortunately, Mikel Merino is out the end of the season, but we have Nogard. He was an excellent player. He has shown that in Arsenal, played in different positions, putting on masterclass. But we need that authority. We need Mikel to make that decision. Zubi, you have been excellent, but you gotta wait a little bit. Let's see more of Nogard in this game. We saw Declan Rice. Well, I can't blame Declan much, because we saw him a little bit spectacle. We all can agree, all Arsenal fans can agree that Eze have only been Eze when he plays against Tottenham. If we're not playing against Tottenham, we are not seeing much of Eze. So because of that, it limits the flow of Declan Rice. And we know Zubimendi for his back passes. We know Zubimendi, he's adapting into the team, I won't lie, but the Spanish way of play still got a little bit of it, and it's the Premier League, and players, attackers, midfielders come at you in a rush and stuff like that. So sometimes when it slows down to take decisions, defenders capitalize on that. So I just think that at this point, Mikel needs to do something. Say something to Eze. Tell Eze that everything he's facing is Tottenham. Maybe Eze will do something, because I don't get it. Tell Eze. Maybe if we play against Real Madrid, you might think it's Tottenham and do something crazy, but Eze needs to step up. I always say he's always on vacation, and we don't need a player to be on vacation at this point. He's one of the men we are counting on, because if Odegaard is out, Kai was out, everybody else is not available, you are the man that we are counting on. So when you go into that pitch, make it count. A lot of fans were complaining that Mikel was benching Eze. Now he has the opportunity to prove himself. He's not doing it. And if Martin Odegaard comes back, Kai is already back, he's not going to have his chance. So I think that Eze needs to do something and go back into the game. He needs to forget that he's on vacation and face reality. You are in your dream club. What I expect you to do is make it count. Be the Terrianry that we haven't seen for a very long time, but nobody's being that man again.
Anyways, I've seen you've really poured out your heart. So going into the next game, because it's on to the next one now, so what do you expect that this team should do do, because we're getting closer and closer to all the titles that we're vying for. Our performances on the pitch have been very pathetic. So what do you expect to change going forward?
Listen, if we keep going on with this luck, it's fine. But if this luck is gonna run out, then it's not fine, Ken. If we keep going like this, we have a lucky goal like this today, and it keeps happening every other match. It's fine. Sometimes we just need luck. But what if it runs out? What is the plan B? What are we doing to take on these lucks? So in the next game, I just want the energy, the spirit. Martinelli have the energy today, but I think he was doing too much. It needs to don't be holding on the ball too much.
But that has become a general issue in the team. The entire team hold on to the ball too much.
After a very long time, and for just a little minute, we saw, in fact, few seconds, we saw something that I've been missing in the team. That went away, one touch. Unfortunately, it's a spot that fun. But Ken, I think that going into the next game, I know the boys are going to give in everything. Today, I think it's one of those games wherein they underestimated their opponents, and they were lucky because Bayern Leverkusen wasn't really anything special, especially on that first half. The second half, I think their coach said something to them. When they came in, you saw immediately they were in. They tried to do something, and they capitalized. We tried to put in that energy, then we relaxed again. I think at some point I said that, why are they playing like this as if we are the one that are leading?
Yeah.
But we saw lucky enough for us, Mikel made those changes and bringing, even though I thought at some point I shouldn't have removed Gyökeres out of the game because it wasn't Gyökeres' fault. I know you're gonna say, I know you're resisting the urge to challenge that, but I just think that Eze should have been the one off from that Gyökeres stop. Should have given Gyökeres more.
Three players should have been off: Gyökeres, Eze, Bukayo Saka.
It's just Saka and Eze. Bringing Kai. I've been calling for that Kai and Gyökeres partnership. I want to see that again.
We saw it. I think the first time they played,
we saw it. We need to see. I want to see more of that. Let's try it and see. Today I couldn't blame Gyökeres. Even when Kai came in, we didn't see him perform anything special because
he did.
No, okay, it was because the midfield wasn't supplying. There was no supplier. We all make name for Haaland because he has somebody from the midfield that is supplying Haaland. But if there is nobody supplying Haaland, at some point in the start of his Man City career, if there was no KDB, there shouldn't have been.
The one thing about Haaland is that when he gets a chance in front of the ball, he smells blood.
If you go back on the game,
Haaland smells blood in front of goal.
We do not even create more chance.
Anyways,
yeah, no chance.
So your last message to the boys?
We can do this. It's quadruple this season. Don't spoil that fun. Quadruple. We want to give these United fans something to talk about throughout next season.
The first English side to win the quadruple.
Just that. Just those stuff. It will be worth all the years of bottling FC, F6 FC.
Yes, I know, right? You've heard it from the neck. It has to be a quadruple going forward.